Hey, everyone. Making sure.
Hey, Hassan, what have the last few days been like for you, and what was your reaction when you heard the Jets were the team that traded for you?
Man, last few days have been crazy. Phone been ringing off the hook nonstop. Between family, friends, new teammates, new coaches, new Jets family at the end of the day. But the news itself, I was happy to hear. It's a new beginning, a new chapter for me. I get to come here, be around some great players, some guys that have made some great names for themselves, especially on the defense side of the ball. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting out there in front of the fans and just showing what I have to bring to as an asset to the team.
When did you know the Jets were a possibility? I know the Eagles, it was reported, gave you permission to seek a trade. So did you know for a while the Jets were interested? Did it hit you by surprise Friday? How did it come about?
I knew that the Jets were one of the teams that was willing to trade for me for a little while, a little bit, once like that free agency period had start after we had dropped the news about the trade being granted. I forgot the original question. What was your original question again? I'm sorry.
No, that was it. Just kind of like, how did you find out?
Yeah, that was pretty much it though. When knowing that it was a possibility, when it actually happened though, I found out the same time everybody else found out. I happened to be up in New York at the time, and it just so happened that the news had got dropped.
Obviously, the question is, you have, I want to say 4 straight 11 sack or more seasons. How much do you feel like you have left in the tank, and do you feel at all like maybe the Eagles didn't appreciate how much you have left in the tank? Does that give you a chip on the shoulder, basically?
Oh, no. This is, me personally, to start with your first question, I believe I have a lot left in the tank. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here. And that's pretty much that. I feel like when I don't have any more left to give, I'll retire. Until that point, I'm going to continue to try to play my best ball. As far as the Eagles go, though, it wasn't about what he has left in the tank or anything like that. It's a business, and sometimes hard decisions got to be made, even if you don't like them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you think about this defense as a whole, coming here to this defense, which was, obviously pretty good even before you got here?
Oh, man, I love it. You got dogs at each level on the defense, literally, from inside interior guys like Quinnen, Kinlaw, even on the outside, Jermaine, Will, JFM. You look at the inside linebackers, you got C.J. Mosley, Quincy, like those two guys are just dogs themselves. And then even for DB, Sauce, he speaks for his name speaks for himself. And then even seeing like DJ Reed and what he's done over the last couple of years, and the name that he's making for himself. I'm happy to be around a group of guys like this, a talented roster such as this one. It's going to be fun, man. I don't think anybody's ready for what's about to happen, but it's going to be fun, and it's going to be fun to watch as well.
What's about to happen, Hassan?
Oh man, I don't want to talk too much, but come to you're gonna be at the games. Come watch, please. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be entertaining. It should have already been that way for you guys when you look at the when you look at the defense. But I know what I bring. I know the juice that I'm going to bring and the energy. And hopefully it's contagious and rubs off on the guys. Hopefully their energy does the same for me. But like I said, I looked at the roster. That was one of the first things that I did when I saw the trade, and I can pretty much guarantee it's going to be some great ball being played.
How do you look at it? Is it you're on the last year of your contract? You said it's a business. Is this a place you hope is a long-term home? Are you looking at this like a 1-year situation, or how do you believe there's a chance you guys could get an extension done?
Oh man, all options are open. Right now, currently just worried about being here, meeting everybody that's in the building today. Contractual stuff, I'm leaving that up to my agent and Joe to figure out. But whatever happens, I'm going to be happy for. I'm going to give my all, no matter what. That's just who I am as a person. So no matter how it goes, how many years, I'm going to be here for however long I'm here for, and I'm going to give the team, the fans, everything that I have.
Haason, and Jets coaches talk about how they want their pass rushers. It's like attack is the idea. Like, how excited are you to be? I mean, I'm sure you've been on some defenses like that, but how excited are you to be a part of this one where your goal is just win your matchup and get to the quarterback?
Man, I love it. I love it, and the fact that we have a bunch of young dogs that's going, make that we're going to make it all easier for each other. So, the attack style, I'm all for it. I'm all about constantly putting QBs under duress, and with the group that we have, the front that we have, we should be able to do that really often.
Haason, did some of the other moves they made in free agency make this more attractive? When you see guys like Tyron Smith or Mike Williams land here, did that catch your attention? And obviously, as Dave said, Aaron Rodgers' presence here.
Yeah, the A-Rod move happened 2 years ago. When I saw that move, I knew that could be as an opposing player on a different team at the time. I saw that, and I'm like, well, that could be a problem. Then, like you said, this year they bring in Mike Williams, bring in Tyron Smith, bolster up the O-line, and then you add another wide receiver threat to go with Wilson. Man, that's like a match made in heaven right there. So it's the roster played a big part. Seeing the guys that was here, played a bit, and what we have the opportunity to do. If we can all come in, build that chemistry, get on the same page, and just become a completely bonded team by the time the season start, man, I think we can go really, really far.
Any more questions for Haason?
No. Haason, with the Eagles, you obviously came in and helped them kind of take the next step and go on a playoff run. What did you learn from that experience, and how do you think you can apply it to your time with the Jets coming up here, a team that's obviously trying to take the leap and go where you guys went a couple years ago?
Mm-hmm. The biggest thing, man, was chemistry and bonding. You look at that 2022 season, the one where where we went to the Super Bowl that year. Man, we had so many pieces come in, but we were dedicated to getting to know one another. We were dedicated to being around each other. We were dedicated to being friends and creating a brother-type bond with each other. And that was something that was on display the full year. And I think that is one of the major things that I can bring here is, that brotherly love, bringing people along, helping everybody become, a team, a family type unit, so that way we can all reach our goals and be where we want to be.
Haason, you mentioned jumping on that point. You mentioned Will McDonald earlier. He's a young kid who didn't play that much as a rookie, and I know the team has high hopes for him. How much do you think you can help a kid like that? Having gone through what you've gone through in your career to and help him, make the next step.
Yeah, a lot, man. I believe I could help Will a lot. Talk to Brooke about him earlier and just learning out about him as a person and some of the things that he went through. My path to get here wasn't easy as well, and I won't compare it to his, but being a veteran, being somebody that has had success in this league, man, it's a lot of knowledge that I have to give up, to give to the younger guys, and that's what I'm here to do. Been speaking about it all day. Outside of this, I've been speaking about it all day about how generations, the older generations need to take care of the younger generations, and in order for great ball to be played, in order for any goals to be hit, I definitely have to give my expertise, give my knowledge to help bring the young guys along.
I know you said you don't want to compare your path to his, Haason, but there was a time in Arizona, your first couple years, where you weren't making a big impact like you have over the years. What can you tell him, or just tell any rookie really, or second-year guy about like staying the course so much and not worried about outside people saying, oh, he's not living up to his draft status?
Man, you just have to be patient. You have to block out the noise, and you have to keep your head down and work hard at the end of the day. And that's, those are things that I did. A lot of noise out in AZ about what kind of player I was, being a draft bust, this, that, and the third. But I never let it faze me. I never let it get to me. I came in each and every day with the same mindset, which was work. I was one of the first guys in the building, one of the last to leave when I was going through that situation. So these are all things that I have to pass on. These are all. This is all experience and knowledge that I can give, things that I've been through.